Greetings and salutes, everyone. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but I'm back. I'm back. We're back doing live. Wee. Oh, what is going on, everyone? What is going on? We got Stitch, Young One, DJ. What is up? Young One might actually get out and play some Airsoft tomorrow. It's been a while. Awesome, dude, yes, good. I'm glad. I hope you get out and have some good game time. I really do. I got a new lighting scenario. I'm kind of digging it. It looks pretty good, actually. All right, Jason. 106 projected temp. Ooh, yeah, no, dude, that's way too hot. Way too hot. Getting caught up on the chat here. Way too hot. All right. Well, Craig, what's going on? All right, everybody. Well, I have my post-it notes ready. I have bullet points for this one. So let's get on with it. Get through the tertiaries. Guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. We are at 262 subscribers. Guys, we have seen some growth in the last couple of weeks, and it's been fantastic. So, that means we're under 100 subscribers away from the next goal of 350. We're at 350. In the community page, I'll put up a voting poll for who will get the monthly shout out, and then I will try to get them on live on an episode of Talkin' Tactical. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and this is episode 21. Talkin' Tactical is now legal to drink. Woo! But anyway, moving on. Another little celebration point. Also, we're past 250 subscribers, guys. 262 subscribers. Thank you all so much. Thank you. From the bottom of my squirrely heart, I thank you. You're all awesome, amazing, wonderful, beautiful people. And thank you all. Continue to like, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification to be notified for videos being released. And, my Monday nights, that's the only way you'll find out, because I can't prep them like I can these ones. But yeah, since we're closing in on that 350 subscriber goal, next one after that is going to be 500, where I'm going to do a mystery box swap with Team Shadow Airsoft. So, I got some ideas, but we'll see when we get there. What else do we have? Oh yeah, skipping over 750, which is after 500, which is it's another voting poll, guest on the show type thing. But yeah, I'm gonna 1,000 subscribers. We're gonna set up the GoFundMe account and do the community funded $150,000 mystery box truck giveaway, where the community will donate to the GoFundMe. We'll all buy a mystery box truck, and I will unbox it and give the whole thing away on the channel. Guys, that is the big one. Let's get there. Let's keep pushing. Let's get to 1,000 and all work together. Buy one of these Airsoft GI $150,000 mystery box, $150,000 mystery box trucks, and yeah, I'll give it all back to you. But moving on. So, tertiaries out of the way. Oh, yeah, still have patches for sale, $5. Hit me up on Discord and Instagram. Take PayPal or Cash App. Also have roadkill rags. They are numbered. I believe we are at number 9 is the next one to be sold. So, numbered to 100. Those are also $5 each. Discord, Instagram, Cash App, PayPal. Usual things. Gotta sell the things. Also, you can... through that, you can try to get one of these custom tie-dye shmogs for $45. Yes. And then you can have a custom tie-dye shmog and be cool. Like a bunch of the cool kids that have won them. Because I have given them away. Yes. But, moving on to tonight's topic. let us move on. Oh, yes, cool. Roadkill rags have arrived to Stitch. Yes, yes, yes. I just have to send out one thing, and then 5 will be delivered, and then I gotta get a hold of the other winner from the last little giveaway so he can get his things. Mine hasn't made it yet. Shame on it for not making it yet. It needs to get there. But we all know how mail people are. Sometimes it will get there when it's supposed to. Sometimes they'll get it tomorrow. But good. But on to tonight's topic. Let's move on to tonight's topic. Obviously, the title of the video kind of gave it away, plus the picture image I put up. If you're not on a regular on the channel and seen it in the community page, this last weekend I went to Burlington, Iowa, and played in OP Big Brother by Mere Tactical. It was my first Milsim. It was really fun. I'm gonna kind of go over, kind of like a pseudo review, give my thoughts and tidbits on things. I have some negatives, I have some positives, and tell you some stories and whatnots. I do have footage. I have a lot of footage to go through, guys. A lot. So, again, bell icon on the channel, because I'm going to have a bunch. I still have footage from the July 8th game that I have not had a chance to put out yet. So, guys, I got videos coming of gameplay. Lots of it. And I got stuff from this Milsim. So let's get into talking about it. Milsim itself, OP Big Brother. It's in an abandoned school in Burlington, Iowa. It's set up by Mere Tactical. I believe, what was the ticket price? $130 was the ticket for a 2-day event. Day 1 went from like 10:30 to 6. Day 2 went from 10:30 to 2:30. Break in between, not a solid 40-hour event. With Mere Tactical, they got different tiered levels for their Milsims. I believe their 40-hour Milsim is like tier 0. Burlington was tier 1 event, which means you had specific teams, there were specific missions, there was a storyline, you had to wear specific camo, that type of thing. But I'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, you're supposed to have like command structure and, objectives and like a whole overarching goal. And that's a tier 1 Milsim event. And then they got like a tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4 or something like that. I believe like tier 4 is like open play days where it's whatever. Tier 3 is just like a little bit more, then tier 2 is just like a little bit more. It kind of just goes up and up. But yeah, this was a tier 1, so it was like it's supposed to be like a full-on Milsim outside of being like not a continuous 40 hours, no night ops. I was Green Team, the COR, Coalition of Outlander Republics. And then there was the United American Entity, which were the Tan Team. Essentially, Green Team was like, obviously green, woodland camo, olive drab. Like, you had to be top-bottom matching, essentially, in that. Black was on Green Team. Black camo, multicam black, that was all on Green Team. Then Tan Team was like multicam, or multi-glam, I guess. I'm not supposed to say that. Like coyote brown, regular tan, desert camo, stuff like that. If you were abreast of the airsoft world. So, yeah. And it was 150 person cap, so 75 per side. And from what I understand, it did sell out. So it was a big old turnout. It was cool. There was also camping on site, which was, again, I'll get into it. But you were able to camp. Yeah, that's pretty much like the basic overview. The story, from what I remember, is just without looking it up. Essentially, the UAE has a server farm in the abandoned school. The server farm is spying on all the people in society and whatnot. You know, the big eye, the big government eye that watches everything and listens to all your phone calls, collects your data, so you know they always know what you're doing. And the COR is all supposed to hard charge in and be all like, "No, we're gonna take these server farms, and you're not gonna look at us anymore. Stop watching us pee." You know, um, things like that. Uh, but anyway, that was like the main overarching story, essentially, in a nutshell. So, let me get into some bullet points and base things. So, let's start with the camping. Let's just start with the easy stuff. Y'all have been to a basic school system or basic standard old school. This school was built in 1908. It was a big, technically 3 floors, basement, first floor, then third floor, something like that. Um, but anyway, so it's like basement, first, second, technically. Yeah, but we claimed basement as first floor, and then second floor, and then third floor. It was weird. It was a strange setup. You would understand if you were there, because it's kind of built into a hillside. But anyway, out back of the school, there's the parking lot, and there's this little chunk of grass next to the parking lot. That's where he camped, and this is in the middle of a neighborhood. Um, so whatever. I'm used to being weird. Didn't bother me nor nobody else there. We had a lot of people walking by, just kind of staring, looking at us weird, because this like tent village just kind of went in the back of a school overnight. Just like there's a village of people in tents. I mean, it wasn't jam packed. A whole lot of people didn't camp. A lot of people went to hotels, which I understand. The space wasn't huge, um, but it was enough space for a pretty decent camping spot. Um, it was a lot of cool people, lots of cool people. Um, I met this group called the Agents of Chaos, um, and a lot of guys from all over, and talked to a few of them for a while. They were all super cool dudes. I got to see a lot of their toys, their pews. Uh, it was a super fun time. Just pretty much hanging out the first night. And then, getting the game the next day. Yes, I was camped next to, tan team. I was surrounded by the enemy. But there were some green folks in there, peppered in there. So, but we all had fun, because it's all just a big old game. You're just there to have fun. No animosity, nothing like that. Although we did have our funs and poking funs and making jokes, like we all do. It's always a good time. It's just a longer airsoft day. uh, oh man, but yeah, I met a lot of good people outside of the Agents of Chaos, but a lot of really cool people from all over. I mean, all over. Young, old. There was a kid there, like a straight up little kid, who actually played. But yeah, everywhere in between. And I'm gonna drop the bomb of attendance there. There were a few YouTubers, obviously, of smaller scale, I would say. Like Master Key was there. I didn't know until I saw the video. One City Airsoft was there. Oh man, there was somebody else. But man, I'm trying to remember his name, but it's gone now. But beyond that, one thing that I was shocked with, Airsoft Alphonse was there, and he showed up, which was super cool because one day he played on tan team, the next day he was green team. Awesome. Watch the videos when they come out. You'll see. You got to. Yeah, I didn't really talk to him, but I kind of hopped in because I was by myself, and I'll get further into that. But anyway, blind. Why are you blind, Jason? Don't be blind. Don't be blind. No blind. I'm not blind. Mm. Coffee's delicious. By the way, Death Wish blueberry. Good stuff. A little bit of sugar. Dark chocolate. Almond milk. Mmm. Delicious. But any hoozle. What else? What else? I pretty much covered the blind guy. Oh, yeah. 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 I forgot to mention. There was a dude there. I think I got him in some of the he might be in some of it, but I don't know. He was on green team, but there was a dude there who was legally blind. Um he had some vision, but legally he was technically blind. Um and he was going through just like straight up doing it. Like he didn't need like assistance or anything. He could walk on his own, and if he did, he would grab somebody or ask for help or yeah, but no, he was I don't know how much sight he had, but that dude was still taking shots and moving, communicating and doing all that jazz. Like and he was legally blind. Like, wow. Good on you, dude. That's cool. There was yeah, yeah, whole lot of cool stuff. I don't know if he's got a YouTube channel or not or nothing like that. I don't think I saw him wearing a camera. I think he had MVGs on, not a camera. I'd have to go back and watch footage to find out. But anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, and this wasn't a $40 Milsim, so with the break in between, it was kind of nice. You know, get to go to bed in a tent, covered in sweat, essentially. That's why you bring baby wipes and towels. Yeah, essentially Daredevil. I don't think he was totally, completely blind. Like, he had some sight. Some. But I know you can be declared legally blind if, like, most of your vision is gone. I don't know what his situation was. I didn't ask. But he was just like, yeah, I'm blind. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Do you need help? No, I'm good. Okay, thanks. Cool. That type of scenario. I mean, dude was super cool. Great player. Great communicator. He could hear everything. But yeah. Yeah, Airsoft Alphonse and all the other YouTubers and whatnot, they were all there. But yeah, and then there was a break, go to sleep, sweaty, bring baby wipes and a towel, and then wake up and do it again the next day, and then have time to tear down. I really like that. I would like to do a 40-hour. A 40-hour I think would be fun. I think night ops in that school would have been really, really cool, but also really, really dangerous. Can understand why we don't do these in abandoned buildings at night with no lights and just nods. Yeah, that would be difficult. Most normal people wouldn't. Yeah, it'd take some time. But anyway, yeah, night ops would have been cool. But break in between, which is nice to rest, recuperate, recover, and you have enough time to kick back, have a few beers, have a little fire going, and hang out and chit chat with the buds and talk about what you did, because it was what it was. And it was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, and because this was a tier 1 Milsim, and I'm pretty sure they do this with all their events anyway, but I was invited into their Facebook chat group that was about their events, so you got to ask questions in real time and see what other people were wondering and questioning about, which was really, really cool, actually. And also, they were up to date with the emails. Like, I got a SITREP email 2.5 weeks out, something like that, with some maps and some info and start dates, end dates, times, and then like a week before the event, you get the actual schedule. You know, you could show up early on Friday, register a chrono. We'll get deeper into that. Register a chrono and then camp overnight. Start game Saturday and then camp again and then pack it up and ready to go after game. You know, you get until like 5 on Sunday after the game is over to do the raffle thing and then pack your stuff up and scoot. But yeah, the Facebook chat was actually really cool and informative. Really good to ask questions quick and on the fly and get answers. Now, this is where I'm going to kind of have to start, like, here's the thing. We had objectives, but now we're going to flip the coin. For as much fun and awesomeness as it was with, you know, hanging out with the school and camping and having a good time, let's get on to the negatives that I came across. And with the objectives, I didn't know what they were. I knew there was cases we were looking for that were tied down that were like hold down points. But beyond that, I had no idea what we were doing. Like for the overall, like I knew the overall mission from the story. It's on the website. It's in like every email they sent. But as far as the objectives, and this is where we're going to kind of stack these bullet points. One, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what objectives we were looking for, like what the whole, how to use the objectives, nothing like that. I did not explain them because it felt very rushed when it came to the start brief and whatnot. Like a very condensed rule set. They kind of treated it like, oh, y'all have been here before, even though they asked at the start of who's never been to a mere tactical event before, and like a large chunk of the room raised their hands. A very large chunk. Yeah, so it was true Milsim. Essentially, yeah, 100%. They started late too. Like 5-10 minutes, but still, didn't know what was going on. They rushed the rules. Glossed over some things. Like, there was a wall that was knocked down, but you weren't allowed to shoot through it because you were supposed to pretend like that wall was still there because it just fell. And there was a window that you could see through the other side of the school because there was like an atrium on the other side of that wall. Like, it was the whole thing. Like, you weren't... this wall was collapsed on this stairwell, and you technically were supposed to act like it was still there. Like, you weren't supposed to shoot through it, nothing like that. And people still did. But when you brought it up to the refs, these are compounding things. One guy would say one thing, another guy would say another about like this stairwell or that stairwell or this wall or that wall, or it just felt very miscommunicated. And like Jim said, like a true Milsim, like nobody knows, but it's kind of like, you know, chickens running around with their head cut off. I mean, this could have been like isolated incidents or things that I just saw because I was running around by myself. I was just trying to link up with other squads or hitting in skirmishes and just linking up with other people that were just kind of on their own or scattered. I mean, you can make all the jokes in the world, but that's true, Jason. That is true. Jim knows, I know. Anybody who served knows. Yeah, it kind of sounds like how the military works. But yeah, they rushed the safety stuff. What else? What else do I have? And because like I didn't have comms, I felt really way out because from what I also understand, like everybody had their own freak, and yeah, I mean I don't even know what was. Yeah, it was weird. Now, here's the thing. When they did hit the rules, they did tap on something, and we were sent these in the email, but I clarified on it because it was kind of worded strange. There was no full auto allowed. So no LMGs and no SMGs in full auto, even if they hit the jewel limits. Or FPS limits, whichever ones you go by. and no shower shells or reusable grenades were allowed. Now, everybody knows I built a grenadier loadout. Y'all saw it. I made a short. Um, I even I just double checked to ask. I even walked up with one of my replica shells and was like, "Hey, do you guys allow these? Because they're just shower shells. They're cap top, buckshot style shower shells." And they're like, "Nope, nope, no 40 millimeter at any kind." I was just like, "Oh, I thought you were just specifying 40 mics and tag-ins." He's like, "Nope, none of any kind." And I asked, "Why so?" And he's like, "Too many tight hallways and too many tight stairwells." That's exactly why I brought that. Like, literally, the reason why you're banning it is the reason why I brought it. Because of later in game, we got stuck in the basement. They camped the stairs, and we couldn't move up. You could only move up if you had like a stack of 10 guys that could die. You send a few in front to die intentionally, and then you can actually make it through and get all the way up. Like, that's why I brought that. So I could come up the stairs and boom, take out a little corner. We can move into a space. Like, it's a movement thing. They restricted movement, and it was terrible in that regard. But, no 40 mils. That was 100. There was no shower shells, no reusable grenades. The reusable grenade thing, I kind of get it. Because I made speed loaders for that. I could have just kept going. But anyway, they said no full auto as well, except for a handful. So from what from what it looks like what I saw, there was like 5 people total that was able to do full auto. And they said one reason why they did that was there would be like 50 guys that brought SMGs and it would have been a full auto fest. That I understand. But to give just a handful of people full auto, they balanced it out. There was like 2 on green, 2 on tan, and then there was Alphonse. I think that's how it went. I didn't keep full count. Or it could have been 1 and 1 in Alphonse. Because they allowed Alphonse to have full auto. Obviously, I'm going to remove that. But yeah, if you're going to ban it from everybody. I get he's a larger YouTuber, but still, if you're going to ban it for everybody. It just kind of seems favoritism-y. Hit the ref communication. No brief. Yeah, and the overall mission on like this, no brief. None. Wasn't told about the objectives. I found this vial sitting on some lockers, and I picked it up. I was like, "Hey, what's this?" They're like, "That's an objective. Take it back to the fob." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna put this in my dump pouch, and I'm gonna move back, and hopefully I don't get shot." Yeah, because they pay him to be. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if they have to pay. That's just still. You should just blanket it. Everybody or nobody. I mean, with the reusable grenade thing, like throwables, reusables, like Thunderbees and stuff like that, I understand why they don't allow those because they're easily lost or stolen. And with mine, yeah, I could reload them and keep using them for days. But with those, you could put a limited number on the launchables. Like, you could only have 6 per day. I would have done that. You can have your 40 millimeter shower shells, but you can only have 6 per day. Whole game. No reload. 1 single use. Right? would have worked better, I think. Um, yeah, hit the ref community here. Rush rules. No Filato. No 40. Um, I don't know if I just saw a bunch of them, but there was a lot of arguments that I saw. It felt like a bit of the whiny folk. Just kind of, arguing over hits, arguing over rules. I think I saw a couple people rage quit. Yeah, that type of thing. The last thing I have on my negative list, it's kind of a big thing for me just because it takes away the whole point of why we play airsoft for fun. They didn't tournament lock HPA tanks. They just sticker sealed them essentially. So the guys, I even heard a couple people talking at night in the camp. Oh yeah, you could just up your regulator. Just peel up the sticker and put it back down. Oh. Boom. Yeah, I took 3 hits from one guy from about 30 feet out. Maybe 30 to 40 feet out. Roughly, give or take. It's down the hallway. I took a hit right here, took a hit right here, and I took a hit right here on the elbow. I got buttoned up while peeking. The one on the elbow immediately started, it hurt bad, real bad. It wasn't just the fact that it was pretty much on bone, but it hurt really, really bad, and it immediately started bleeding. And then the one on my bicep, that actually had a bit of cloth on it, and that started bleeding immediately. And then the one on my chest here is still bruised from a week ago, from a 6mm BB, because somebody thought it was cool to up his regulator because he could. 4 people before me that walked into that hallway all walked away bleeding. 4 people. 2 to 3 of them, I understand, were grabbing a ref. HPA either needs to be tournament locked or they need to be chronoed daily. After that ordeal, that was not cool. I was not happy about that. This super serious squirrel right now. That is not why we play airsoft. You don't go out to make people bleed. Dude, if you're watching this or you see this, you are the reason why airsoft is getting banned places. Shame on you. Ridiculous. Now that rant's out. Yeah, that was the only thing that made me super duper mad, was somebody just upped his regulator on his HPA tank and was making people bleed. Don't do that shit. Don't. Nah. If I was younger, no, not really, but and randomly during play. I agree with that. I personally, Jason, I agree with that, but I personally think that they should just tournament lock them. Zip tie them so they know if they've been tampered with. It just... That right there, because like I said, there was a little kid there who was actually playing. He was probably 12. Maybe. But he was actually playing in the Milsim. God forbid if that kid got hit by that guy's gun after he upped his regulator. You gotta... If it's one thing, I kind of get heated about cheaters on Call of Duty. Why do you have to cheat to be better? It makes no sense. Or they're purposely trying to hurt someone. Which, if that is your thing, if that is your thing, if that is that guy's thing, that he's purposely trying to hurt people, I purposely want to hurt you in the parking lot after a game. Like, that type of thing. You don't do that. We're there to have fun, not to hurt people. It's supposed to be Call of Duty in real life, not real life. It's an escape, man. An escape. Learn the difference. And if you're like that, I hope your I hope your cables and hoses become brittle and fall apart. I hope your gun gets jammed and your dye mask fogs. The airsoft curse. Captui. Like, totally. I just couldn't understand why. But, yeah. That would be pretty much it for the negatives. The HPA thing really made me mad. I mean, I did cut out an hour early on Sunday because, like I said earlier, we got stuck in the basement because they held us at the stairs. Like, I was hopping from, like, staircase to staircase, trying to get a leg up or see if a squad was getting a leg up or if I could hop on with a couple of people and get out, and it just was the same thing over and over and over. Nobody had any frags. Everybody was like out of money. It was one of those things. Because they did allow EG67s, so there was that. I had 3 one day and 3 the next. I threw more than 6 because people handed me grenades to throw because I was closer. Which was really cool. I now know for next time, which we'll get into that in a bit, but I myself was at a detriment at this Milsim because we all know Milsims are about working as a team, group, squad, all that jazz. I flew in solo. So I pretty much was either just like joining up with random people, or I would ran into people that were in their squad in the game or in one of their fire teams, and they saw me and I was like, hey, and shit was going down, and I just kind of worked with them. Everybody I was around on my team, we just kind of all communicated when we were around whoever and just worked. I didn't have a designated squad or a fire team or anything. That was my only detriment. That's me personally. I think that would have made a world of difference. Was actually having that group of guys that you were moving around with, because then I wouldn't have been getting stuck on stairs, because we would have just like taken it, or had to hop in with groups of guys, like on day 2 when I'm walking back from respawn and making sure my tracer's on, and I see a big old squad of people with Alphons in the middle walking down the hallway, and I just kind of go, I'm gonna follow them. And I just kind of just went from the basement to the 3rd floor all the way up. That was cool. You guys will see. Yeah, so essentially I just, ran around with the group of people that was around Alphonse for a bit. That was cool. I do have to say personally, of being a watcher of Airsoft Alphonse channel myself, and seeing him in real life playing Airsoft, it was different, because I'm like, yeah, I know who you are, and I know what you're using, and I'm watching you do it, but I'm not watching it from your camera. It's one of those weird scenarios, I guess, if you get what I'm trying to say. But anyhoozle, yeah, lots of fun, good time. I wish I would have had a squad. I wish I would have had comms. Because if I had comms, I felt like I could have actually been in the loop a little bit. I think that also would have helped out being a solo player. having comms and being able to link in with somebody's radio and being able to talk to somebody. And actually, I think next time I'm going to genuinely ask if I could link up with somebody's squad. So I had some people to run around with if I go solo again. But, viewers of the channel, I'm currently in conversations with a few of y'all, even, on the Discord, and for the rest of you out in the YouTube's lands. Next spring, we're kind of looking into maybe doing like a big old get-together of sorts. Pretty much, I got a group of guys on the Discord that we all want to meet up and play a game. So we're kind of working on planning to do a Mirror Tactical event in next April, in spring, at the Kankakee Factory. Regardless of how this turns out, I plan on going. Regardless of who backs in, backs out, I plan on going to Kankakee next April and doing the Abandoned Factory. That's gonna be fun. The end of April looks like is when they do their Milsim at the factory. It is 7 floors of an abandoned Kellogg's factory. Holy crap. That's gonna be a good time. At Milsims, do they use repeaters for comms or just pick a channel? I'm in on that. It looks like people were just picking channels. They were just finding freaks that were safe, and I don't know the whole thing. There's somebody currently on the, because I'm still part of the Mirror Events chat. Currently somebody's asking for their Blackjack event coming up if there's frequencies picked yet. So I'm assuming Mirror Tactical has frequencies that they approve for use, because these, like most people, use Baofangs, and Baofangs are technically ham radios, and there are frequencies that you can get in big trouble if you use. So yeah, young one, if that answered your questions, I hope it did. I don't know if they use repeaters. I'm not sure. I didn't have comms. And yes, young one, you are in on that. If you guys want in on the group Milsim team up next spring, I'm gonna post it in the chat again. Paste. And right there in the chat, there's a link. There is a link right there in the chat. That is to the Task Force Shrubbery Discord. If you go there, you can hang out with the guys. Let us know if you want to be in on the big old team up. And this gives us enough time until next spring to figure out what side we're going to be on, who can make it, who can't, plans like that. Right now, until dates are set in stone, there's nothing much we can really do but talk about it. But yeah, most of the guys in the chat here, from what I understand, is pretty much going to be there, or at least plan on going. If this is anything like this Mirror Tactical event for pricing, we're looking at anywhere between $130 and $150. They have other events going on through the rest of the year. I'm not sponsored by Mirror Tactical. I'm just giving them a shout out for as little bit of flaws that they had with their Milsim. I think they did overall a pretty good job at putting that together. I did get to meet Alex, or Slex Wild, as his code call sign is. You know, and talk to him at the little store thing there. He was a pretty cool dude. I actually hope to see him again, maybe, because I would like to do some more Milsims through Mirror Tactical. Yep, Jim will be there, Young One will be there, Jason will be there, or plan on being there. No, he'll be there. I know Jason will be there. I have faith in this. But yeah, if you want to join this plan, because here's the deal. We're not splitting the peoples up. The people that want on in this, we're going to be on the same team. We're going to try to have comms, and hopefully, you'll understand quickly on the move how to stack, shoot, move, and communicate. Because then we can go full bore. If everybody shows up, we can go full bore If we have enough of us showing up, we can split into fire teams. So, yeah. Go really into this. Jim, I'm excited to have your sniper on my side. Jason, if you bring your sniper, that. If not, I will take your rifle. Young one, I don't know what you'd bring, but I am happy to have you. I hope to see... this is going to be fun, guys. This is going to be fun. Anybody who shows up will earn a special prize for me if I have them ready by that point. If not, you will still earn it once I get them. Special prize. You can only get physically from me. I've mentioned them on the channel before, but if you guys show up to that Milsim, special prize will be awarded to you. Only certain people will be able to get them. But, yeah. Next, so, keep your eyes peeled for Mere Tactical events next April. If they keep the time frames in line, which they kind of do, it looks like next April, Kankakee, Illinois, the abandoned factory, should be a Milsim going on. Once their schedule goes up, keep an eye on their website, sign up for their newsletters to keep ears out, and get a ticket and let us know. Well, Jim, if you want to be there and be on the opposite side, fine. 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 Be that way, Jim. Be that way. No bacon for you in the morning. Bleh. Pick the opposite side, no bacon. Because I plan on actually trying to bring stuff to cook bacon. I will pack Tim to the nines even further to bring extra stuff just to make sure that the team is ready to go. If not, Jim, I will find you. This is a factory. You can't use your ghillie suit to hide. But yeah, hit up the Discord. Let us know if you want to team up. We haven't even discussed team colors yet. If we're going to do tan or green. We're just getting everything kind of situated, figuring out who all wants in on this so we can keep abreast on keeping track of the people. And for me, I need head count, so the special prizes, I need to know. I like knowing way in advance, especially for large-scale events like this. I like doing it as soon as I can. Like, as soon as the tickets for OP Big Brother went on sale, I was on it. I was kind of a bug in their ass asking them when they were going on sale, because I saw other events go on sale before Big Brother did, and I was like, wait a minute. But, can make a trash ghillie. That's just, no. No, Jim. No. No. No trash ghillie. No. 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 Don't. God, no. That's gonna smell awful. No. No. It's unnecessary. Overkill. No, Jim. I mean, if you want to make a trash ghillie, go for it. But, no. That's just... No. You. The things you could... No. I'm not even going to get into that line of joking potential things that you would have hanging off of the... Oh, God. Oh. Trash ghillie. No. It just is two words that should not be combined or next to each other. But yeah. So, that's out there, guys. I'll bring my son and possibly one of his buddies. Okay, cool. That's a group of 3 right there. And then there's Jim. And okay, let me be specific with the special prize. Let me be more specific with the special prize, because I thought I was before. You have to be playing with me on my team. It's kind of a point of it. It's a team-based thing. That's how you get the special prize. That's awesome. That's cool. So 3 in a group, a young one, Jim, Jason. I know of a couple of other people. So yeah. Anybody. First time, no time. Bring your own equipment though. Can't say I can't outfit you. But yeah. come out, have a good time, play Milsim in an abandoned factory. Hit us up in the Discord. Join the Discord. It's free, open forum style, common sense rules. Don't be a dick. That's pretty much it. But yeah, guys, we're gonna start wrapping this up here. So, Milsim was fun. Got footage coming out. Got footage from the 8th coming too. Oh, what else do I got going on for you? Oh, I got stuff for the AK coming. Oh, buddy, you guys know it. I got a new pew, which means I got a new loadout build. It's coming together. I got a wish list built. I will be bringing you guys new shorts. Let me know how much you want to see in the comments and the community pages, all those good fun things on the new loadout. I'm currently going to be calling this new loadout the Mercenary. Because I already have green stuff, and I don't feel like getting Russian camo, so I came up with this idea. You guys will see when you see. Otherwise, hop in the Discord, and you'll hear me talk about it sometimes randomly in Random Talk. Yeah, it's fun time. Fun time. See, and here's the cool thing is, I don't have enough stuff to outfit anybody, but Young One, he's sitting there in the chat going, I have extra guns if somebody would need any. And I know there's a few other people who may like to go to this event. If they do go, they'll probably they'll probably have extra stuff. I have, by the time that comes around, I'll have at least some extras. I mean, I usually try to bring extras. I can't fully outfit somebody, but I can help out. By then, maybe better. But with Milsims, there's a lot of stuff involved. I would prefer, I can help you with shopping lists beforehand. Like, if you want to go and you don't know or don't have the stuff, again, I'm going to plug the balls out of this Discord. Go to the Discord, hit me up in there. I will help you build your stuff. Just, I can't help you pay for it, and I can't just give it to you. But there is that. I am always willing to help, and I try to do things on a budget to be as cheap and, budget friendly as possible, while still giving you good quality things. There are some things that you're just going to have to spend money on, but yeah. Yeah. Let's get to that next goal, guys, of 350 subscribers. And we'll do that vote. We'll try to get the special guest on. I got a monthly shout out in the pipe already, ready to go. I know who it's going to be and all that fun jazz. I just need to post that up when I feel it is time. It won't be the one I currently have. But yeah, let's get to 350 and then carry it to 5, then 750, and then all the way to 1,000 subscribers so we can do the community-funded $150,000 mystery box truck giveaway. Yeah. And then, I'll give away a $150,000 mystery box truck. Oh, it'll be amazing. Awesome. Great stuff. Guys, I have patches for sale. $5 each. Discord. Cash App. PayPal. Also, Roadkill rags. They're numbered to 100, and then they change. Right? And then I also, you can custom order through Discord. Custom tie-dye shamags. $45 each for these. So, hit me up on Discord if you want any of the Squirrely Nutz Airsoft merch. And go out. Have a good time this weekend. Play some Airsoft. Also, here it comes. Never ever forget your battle cry.